Excuse me, no, bring him back, please. Excuse me, no, bring him back, please. Bring him back, please. Come here, you're coming up here.
That's my little brother, Your Honor.
You can be quiet.
Welcome.
Okay, sir. Hey,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have disrupted this court process. I understand that this is an emotional thing. I have the right at this moment to find you in contempt for your behavior and sentence you to jail for up to 180 days. Do you understand that? Good morning, Mr. Dockery.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to say one thing before we get started, because I do understand that this is a very emotional event. However, there cannot be comments that are made from the gallery during our hearing. There can't be outbursts, anything of that nature, or you're going to be asked to leave, and I don't want to have to ask anyone to leave. I know it's important for all of you that you're here. But moving forward, unless you're speaking as a witness, you have to remain quiet during the hearing.
You took a part of our family we'll never get back because you was mad. And my niece lived in that house that you was a guest. And you shot her right in front of her kids. Punk ass.
Hey, okay. All right, anyone who's back there speaking is going to leave now. Nope. You're out. And sir,
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
speaking to me, not to him. That's what this is about. Not yelling at him, but speaking to the court. Out.
Everybody,
Anyone who is talking. Get out. Excuse me, no, bring him back, please. Bring him back, please. Come here, you're coming up here.
That's my little brother, Your Honor.
You can be quiet.
Welcome.
Okay, sir. Hey,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have disrupted this court process. I understand that this is an emotional thing. I have the right at this moment to find you in contempt for your behavior and sentence you to jail for up to 180 days. Do you understand that? What do you have to say for yourself?
Politics.
Think about what language you're about to use. You are out. You are leaving. You are not to come back. Do you understand me? Get out.
Right.
Do not say another word. All right, so we had this conversation before this hearing started. For this very reason. And again, I am not issuing a contempt finding because I do understand that this is a very emotional experience. But that behavior cannot continue. And all of you who responded to it cannot do that. If I hear another sound from anyone in the back who is not a witness here at this proceeding, as much as it would pain me to do so, I will ask you to leave. If I were the family member of a victim in a similar situation, I would want to stay. And I would want to be there for my family member. If my family member was the person sitting here, I would want to be there for that family member. It should not be so important to have such an outburst that you would be asked to leave, because it is more important that you are here for your people. So just try to keep that in mind as we move forward, please. All right, thank you. What's the state's position? Sir, you do not have an opportunity to speak anymore.
The state's witness had mentioned that the two children were present. They were not technically in the room when Ms. Bell was shot. However, they were in a neighboring bedroom. And the 7-year-old had a memory of waking up to what she thought was a gunshot and then going back to sleep. And after killing Kalia, the defendant fled the scene and left Kalia there for her two children to find, which they did the next morning. The 7-year-old and the 2-year-old found their mother dead in her bed, and the 7-year-old went to get help and came back with an adult neighbor, and they saw the 2-year-old just crying on top of their mother.
You didn't call for help. You didn't do anything to help. You just left. And these young children were then put in a situation where they found their mother, and a 7-year-old had to go get help. Not something that children should ever have to experience. But I consider that to be probably the most significant aggravating factor in this case. So that being said, I do believe a sentence greater than the advisory sentence is appropriate. The sentence on count 2 will be a 25-year sentence. It will then be enhanced by an additional 15 years for a total 40-year sentence. You have, if I subtract out the 14 days at your request, Mr. Lenyo, on the misdemeanor 23 CM 1782, and apply those to that case will be closed. Then there will be a remaining 811 days at Class B credit toward the sentence in this case, in the MR case. Mr. Dockery, you do get 1 day credit for every 3 days you serve in this case. So in real time, you're serving 75% of the sentence that I am imposing. I am going to suspend 5 years of the sentence and place you on probation for 5 years following your release from custody in this case.